Come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
He's got an open man. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bearcats. And here they come, almost all the way back.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Finding open areas. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quickly complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
That last completion sets them up on second down. Quarterback making checks. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Might be changing the route. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Red Raiders need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Finds his man, it's Royer. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. There he goes to the right. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He makes a grab. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Back to pass. And that is his 5th interception, and he comes out to try for 6. He'll be lucky. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Red Raiders buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They've been able to put together nothing. Now 3rd and long from their own 1. He wants to change this route. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish.
Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Morton. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Direct snap. Turning it on. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Virgil. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Warrior. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He's been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll run play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Looking to the big tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a great thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Working that left side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Finds the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They want that clock to run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap, it's Joyner. Breaks into the open. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Runs through a tackle. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's the pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. He's going up top here late in the game. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to happen a couple of different times.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. Playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.